Alright, so today we are going to take a look at the Generations Arcee mold. Packaging, bubble pack, nothing to write home about. Product shot. There is the bio if you guys want to pause and read it. That's it. That's all you get for packaging. Yeah, I don't mind showing off packaging, but you know, when it's just the bubble pack, it's really nothing spectacular. You know, I mean, like, this here, that's something to show off. Great artwork, you know, great product shots. But when it's just a bubble pack, it's just a bubble pack. Anyway, here we have Generations Arcee. The first G1 style Arcee that we've officially gotten from Hasbro ever. The figure that we've been waiting since 1986 to have. So what? Let's see. Most of my life. What, 29 years, something like that? So yeah, it's about goddamn time. So here she is in her robot mode. We'll do a quick look around, and yeah, she's got a huge backpack, but I mean, in G1 cartoon she had a pretty big backpack. Other than that, she's very G1 accurate. I really like the sculpt. I really like the design. Everything about this figure just screams, this is Arcee. This is our Generations Arcee that we've been waiting for. This is why I did not pick up the MMC one or the Delicate Warrior or anything like that. It's because I knew this one was coming, and I wanted more than anything for Hasbro to get this right. And honestly, they did. Mostly. They did mostly right. So she comes with the first accessory is her blaster. And you can plug this into her hand, and it goes that far. That is stupid. I don't like that. It's a cool looking blaster. Nice detail to it. It doesn't go in far enough. Then she's got this little pistol. This is very much like the pistol she used a lot in G1, in the G1 movie. And you can plug that in, and again, it doesn't go in very far. The reason why is she's got these... I don't know how well this is going to show off the camera, but at the bottom of her hand, there's a little square right there. It just kind of blocks anything from going too far into her hand. So when you plug it in, it goes in, but it gets stopped on that little thing, and that's it. That's all she does. So there's that. She also comes with two of these little Energon swords. Okay. This is probably getting into like the whole comic books where I don't read enough about her in the comic books to know, you know, that. But again, she holds the sword, but doesn't go in very far, and that's unfortunate. She's also got some ports. She's got some right here, kind of in the way back here, that you can plug it into. It gets in the way. Up here, you can kind of plug it in up here if you wanted to. Just trying to see if there's any other ports. She's got some on her thighs you can plug it into. And the pistols, the same deal. You can plug them in sideways because she's got the same little plugs on the side. So you can plug those in there. You can also take the swords here and you can plug them into her forearms. So she's got a lot of storage options for these things. You know, you can do that if you wanted to. Don't know why you would, but you could. You know, you can plug that in there. Quite frankly, I'm probably going to forget about the swords and probably have her displayed like this with the pistols on the side. So there's that. Moving those off to the side. Head is on a ball joint, so she looks up, she looks down, most of the way down. side to side, all the way around. Great light piping going on there. I know my lights are really bright, but there is light piping. Great light piping. Shoulder is on a ball joint. Great range of motion there. Gets a little hindered if you go back too far, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. Bicep swivel. Bends at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist, but that's okay. Nothing at the waist, but that's okay. Hips move up and down. Kind of gets a weird break up there, but you know, whatever. Thighs can move out about that far, partially due to transformation, but hey, it works. There is a swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee, great bend at the knee. That's a great bend right there. It is just cut just right so that it goes all the way up. And the ankle does tilt. So, for robot mode, I think she's a pretty solid figure. I really like it. She's pretty good. My only complaint would be I kind of wish that you could take the backpack and just kind of collapse this in just a little bit. You know, just kind of collapse it down. It almost looks like it can with these plates that are back there. They almost look like slider plates. So it almost looks like you can, but you just can't quite. It just doesn't quite work that way. But yeah, I just think that if you could take this section here and close it in right here so that this is on top, I think that would really make that backpack less cumbersome. And it does make her back heavy, but as you can see, she stands just fine because she's got proper ankles and proper feet. She doesn't have to have the big, stupid high heels like Windblade did. This works. I mean, yeah, she is a little back heavy, but she's stable. So, I mean, who cares? To transform her, what you want to do is you want to pull the head up right here, and then you pull this whole chest assembly. You see it just takes the whole section here up, and this will come up like that. And then you take the whole body here, and this will rotate down like so. And then now that this is up here, you can take this, and this will tab into place up here. And then you take the stomach piece here, and it folds on back and covers up the head. You can then take these arms here and just move them up and get them out of the way here. Flip this piece back. This will kind of tab into place like so. Keep the arms out of the way, and then the legs will come out, and you want to fold them out and then in like so. Fold the foot flat, and then this will just kind of come up and lock into place right there. Do the same thing over here. So see how this is all angled, and as you do it, that wheel will kind of come out to where you need it to be. So out and in, and then that locks into place. Does so fairly well, like so. And then you take these sections here. There's just a little tab right there that you just kind of put behind the thigh here. Go, just like so. Then you take the arms and you just kind of put them down right here ish. They don't really have a designated place to lock in per se. You just kind of have to just sit them there, but they hold up there very well. car rolls very, very well. Even though she's got these tiny little dinky wheels, these things just roll perfectly. You can see, once you get those panels aligned, this thing is a really solid, futuristic looking car. I absolutely adore this thing. This thing is just incredible. I love it. It's a good figure. Kudos, Hasbro. You've won back my respect from Windblade. This is what I want to see more of. I want to, if they're going to do more Fembots, I really want to see more like this. This is just a great design for a little car. You can take the pistol here. This pistol here you can take, and it just there's this little rectangle peg right there, and there's a little circle hole right there, and you can see that it's got that little clip right there. That will kind of plug into where that circle hole is. Well, not really. We plug that in, and it holds in there very well. It's actually kind of a pain to get it out. Then you can take this big pistol here, and you just want to, that tab right there will just tab into that slot right there. It's a little bit at an angle, but that's okay, because once you get it lined up in there, again, it holds incredibly well. Does not hinder the car whatsoever. This thing is just great. I like it a lot. Then you can take the swords here, and you can plug them into the side. You can plug them into the top right here. And doesn't hinder anything. It just works. The swords are kind of goofy, but everything else about this thing works. I can't say anything more about a vehicle mode that works. I mean, this looks like G1 Arcee for the most part. I mean, this is like an updated version of it, but it looks like a G1 Arcee. It's a good job. Anyway, transform it back. You want to pull the legs down. Pull the legs out, arms out, and then you want to get in here and try to pry that gun out. Like I said, they clip in there very well. Kind of straighten the legs out here. Fold the feet down. Then this piece here will fold up, like so. And to pull the chest piece here out, down. That out of the way, and then this whole back assembly here will fold up like so. And this right here, you can see it's got grooves. Of course, now it's locked into place, but it's got grooves right here that will lock around these little bars on the arms, so when it gets on there, it locks in there pretty well. And then this chest assembly, there's a tab right there that'll plug into where right there, that little circle hole right there. So you plug that in, holds very tight. If the neck hasn't already been put back into place, it just slides back, and then you can take the gun, plug it into her hand, and there you go. There is your Generations Arcee, the figure we've been waiting so long for, and quite frankly, I do not think that they disappointed with this. Scale-wise, zoom this out a little bit. Here she is with the Seeker mold. As you can see, she's about the same height as a Seeker mold, so it doesn't quite work, but it works okay enough. Here she is with Brainstorm. This, I think, would work better with the larger classics, but I think it works well enough with the smaller classics. Here she is with Masterpiece Prowl, and the rumor is that this was designed by one of the Masterpiece designers, so this kind of works in this scale. And I wouldn't quite say that she's masterpiece quality, but engineering-wise, she's pretty on the par. There could be a little bit more connector ports and such to make it more seamless transformation, and the backpack can fold up a little bit more to make it a masterpiece. But it's pretty good. And here she is with Springer, and I think this scale works perfect for these two characters. Yeah, I think this just works very well. And here she is with Chromia, and piece of shit. So yeah, all in all, it's a great figure. If you can get it, pick it up. This thing's going to sell out everywhere. I can promise you that. This is going to be the figure of 2014 that's going to be really hard to find in the coming years. Mark my words. This is going to be the one Hasbro figure of 2014 that's just going to be hard to come across. So get it while you can. Like, I had to order her with Chromia, and actually I don't regret that purchase at all, because Chromia is actually a really good figure too. But it was $30 at Big Bad Toy Store because this one was all sold out. So I do recommend ordering both of them wherever you can. Get them now. This I have not seen in the stores. They went right. All the stores near me went right from Generations to Combiner Wars. I actually never even saw this one in the stores. I'm still waiting for the movie Galvatron to show up. I really wanted to buy him so I could shoot him, but I still haven't seen it. Or I saw what's his name, Hound one time, but I didn't have any money to buy him for the guns like I wanted to. But that's all I've seen. It just went right to Combiner Wars. So I fear she might end up being like Wind Charger for some of us, where she just will not show up in stores and you're just up shit creek if you're wanting her. So I would say if you have the means to order it now from wherever you can, and just bite the bullet on the shipping. Just do it. You might not get this figure, and then you're going to have to pay aftermarket prices for this figure. Anyway, for a rating, I give her a solid 10. Of the Hasbro figures I've reviewed so far this year, she might actually be my favorite. I honestly, it's going to be hard for them to top her. I actually like her better than I like the Combiner Wars Superion, and I love that figure. So, there you go. I think this is just an incredible figure. I highly recommend it. Get it while you can. What else can I say? It's a necessary figure if you're a completist of the G1 Toys series. If you're only collecting G1 toys, this is the closest you're going to get to a G1 RC. If you're collecting the Generations, if you're trying to get everybody from the show, or everyone from the original animated movie, she's a must. She's just an absolute must. And at $15, I would be really hard to see if Mastermind Creations could top this. I'm sure their figure is superior, but it's also a much higher cost. And this thing is just so good as it is. I would be really hard pressed to be able to say that it's going to be a landslide one way or another. So anyway, there you go. Generations Arcee. She's great, awesome. I do recommend her. Get her while you can.